Hello wonderful humans, inner gardeners. Thank you for watching this video. I hope it is helpful to you. My name is Eva, Eva Bouw from the Garden of Eve on social media. Today I wanted to talk a bit more about healing from psychiatry. I saw this term on a YouTube video. I'm not sure what the lady's name was. If I can find it again, I will put the link down below. But it doesn't really matter because I'm here to explain this a bit more from my experience. Because lately I've been having many revelations, and I have decided that I really want to quit my medicine. I've been on and off of psychiatric medications for many years. I usually manage to stay off of them for half a year maybe, something like that. And then eventually I have some sort of a breakdown, or I feel really depressed, and I get back started again. And the difference now is that I have really changed my life, and I have learned a lot, and really I am loving myself more and more every day. And I also realized that this is a continuous cycle that I have adopted from a young age, and the cycle basically is that my feelings aren't allowed to be here, that I am not allowed to be here. So the first time I got prescribed psychiatric medications was not because I wanted them. I always had some sort of aversion for it, but I was kind of pushed into it because I was in an eating disorder program, recovery program, and yeah, they wanted me to use the medications or else I wasn't really welcome. They would give these kind of punishments. They had a punishment system, also for when you would lose weight or things like that, and the dynamic wasn't really that helpful for me, but that is another topic. It's just how I got started. And it gave me the confirmation that I have always seen or been looking for, that my emotions are not allowed to be here, and that I am not allowed to be here. And where this exactly started in my life, I'm not sure exactly what the original wound is. Still trying to figure that out. But I know it started way before I ever started the medications. The medications were just another confirmation. And it is also exactly what the medications do. They suppress your emotions, they change your brain function. And for me, in some cases, it has made my mental health even worse, because on the one hand, yes, they help me because I don't feel as many emotions, and I can just carry on for, you know, half a year or so with all the work I'm doing and just be what everyone else wants me to be, or at least I think they want me to be. But on the other hand, they enforce this cycle that I'm not good enough, and the changes it makes in my brain also aren't that beneficial. I've noticed, for example, I think it's due to the antidepressants, but I'm not sure. Every now and then I get these moments of euphoria, so I see them as little manic episodes. And before, I've never had this, and I don't see this as a good sign, because on the one hand it's nice, yeah, you feel better, but it is really an altered state that you could have with any type of drug, and this is just somehow seen by the psychiatrist as a good thing, and I don't think it is a good thing at all. Usually I have this when I get started again on the meds, but I also sometimes have it when I've used them for quite some time, or when I have to up the doses. And it always worries me a little. Not when I'm in that moment, but afterwards, when I've done some crazy stuff again. And then I have the antipsychotics to numb me down, to get me to sleep. They prescribe them for sleep, which is not why you should use them. And I've been also using other sleep medications. But for about a week or so, I quit the antidepressants. I was on a very low dose because I quit my meds before, and then they wanted me to get back on them, so I got started but didn't up my dose, so it was quite easy to quit the antidepressants. I do feel some electric shocks in my hands, or when I move my head too quickly, so that's kind of strange, and I feel a little bit more strange and more emotional, but I think that is a good thing, but because it allows me to process a lot of things as well. And I also quit the sleeping meds, which was surprisingly easy, and I'm now still struggling to quit the antipsychotics. This is the hardest thing for me because I feel like I'm really addicted to them, as these are the main medications that suppress my emotions. But yeah, overall I've been doing quite well, and I really feel like I have flicked the switch, and I see this cycle, and I see that I have to break the cycle of suppressing my emotions, and part of that is quitting the medications, and especially not starting them again when I feel bad. I hope that there will be people in my life that will support me, that can accept my emotions when I feel bad or depressed in the future, if I feel bad or depressed in the future, or if I have any sort of emotions, that they can accept it. But I most of all, I'm trying to learn it myself. But if I'm in this really negative state, then for me, obviously it's really hard to be with all that pain. And so it can be helpful if there is a therapist or friend or family who is willing to be okay with me being in pain. And I haven't really had any therapists, and especially not psychiatrists, who could accept that pain, who could just be me and hold my pain, as I often say. And that is why I have to recover from psychiatry, and why that term really struck to me. Because I think that psychiatry in particular has really harmed my mental health. It has kept me in a cycle of not accepting myself, not learning to love myself. Maybe I wasn't ready for that at that moment in time, but I don't think you can expect from a 20-year-old depressed girl to be able to research everything there is about medicine and to know what's best for her in terms of taking drugs, basically. If a doctor says you have to take this, it will help you, and they keep on pushing you mentally, then eventually, if you're not confident enough, you will listen to them and you think, okay, let's just have this pill save me from my emotions, save me from the disturbed person that I am. And it's just a confirmation that you're ill while you actually are not ill. I think depression is very insightful even, and I have learned a lot from being in the darkness, because it also allows me to appreciate many other things. And for me it was just, especially in this last year of when I really started to recover from my experience, at least, especially in this last year, I realized that my depression meant that I just wasn't happy with how my life was in that moment. Basically, I'd rather die than continue to live how my life was. And I couldn't put that into words, especially, but you would expect that mental health professionals would understand this, would understand that this is behind depression, because it is so for many people who feel depressed. It's basically feeling utter hopeless and feeling like there's no meaning in life, because the life you are living is not meaningful for you at all. And a good psychiatrist or therapist would help you find that meaning, and would give you that hope and give you that confidence that you can find that hope and that meaning in life again. And just prescribing people meds is just a confirmation that, yeah, you are hopeless, there's no hope for you, the way you are is not good enough, and you should continue living your life the way you are continuing to live it now, because that's what society wants. I don't know exactly what the underlying reason is, because the thesis that people have chemical imbalances is just bullcrap. I've researched a lot about it. I am a researcher by training, by education, so I know how to research this stuff a little bit. I'm not a medical professional in the sense that I'm a doctor, but I do know how to read that stuff. I do have to research all the terms more carefully, but that's okay. And you know, the medications aren't that effective in many instances. So I don't know why they so quickly resort to these measures while just being really hopeful and being there for someone, and helping them find meaning on an existential level can really heal someone. And also learning, you know, that they can love themselves. For me, that is important, especially. So yeah, I'm losing my train of thought, but I'm disappointed, to say the least. But I also feel really empowered, because I know I can do this, and I have so much faith in myself. I've seen so much growth, and I feel so much more confident and happier, and I just feel so much more love for myself, and I continue to work on that. And I have a lot of faith that I will succeed. And if you are ever considering about quitting your meds, I do hope that you will talk to your doctor about it, and really explain why you want to quit your meds and what your needs are in terms of support. Don't just quit them radically. I've tried to do that in the past, and that didn't turn out that great. Take it slow and just work on loving yourself, and work on finding meaning in life and doing stuff in life that you enjoy, because you only have this one life and you are allowed to enjoy it. You are allowed to love yourself, and you don't have to suppress who you are, whether that's through meds, other drugs, or alcohol, or just dissociation, things like that. You don't have to. You're good. You deserve to be here. Everything of you deserves to be here. I hope this video helped you, and yeah, if you want to share some of your experiences in the comment section below, I'm happy to have a conversation with you. I hope this video was helpful, and yeah, please like and subscribe if you like this video. I really appreciate that. I want to reach more people, and you know, help people be more open about their experiences through me being open about my experiences and my insights. And I would really appreciate it if you could support me on that journey. So thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.